boys and girls. Today you're going to be doing some geometric reasoning activities with angles. So you're going to be using your mathematical reasoning skills to look at some diagrams and answer some questions about them. But to help you do that, I want to teach you how we name and label angles in mathematics. So your aim for today is to be able to name and label angles. We'll know that we can do this when we can identify individual angles in a diagram and refer to that angle using mathematical labeling conventions. Let me show you what I mean. So if I gave you an angle on a piece of paper, I could tell you, look at the angle on the piece of paper, and you would know exactly which angle I'm talking about. But what if I drew another line? Now if I say, look at the angle on the piece of paper, I could be referring to this angle, or to this angle here, or even to this angle there. You can find lots more angles in that picture. So with just one line, all of a sudden, I've introduced lots more angles into our diagram. One thing mathematicians can do to help us understand which specific angle we're talking about is to use letters. And so now if I tell you, look at angle BAC in this diagram, you would know to look at this angle here. Now the way we label angles as mathematicians is we use letters. Now, you always need the vertex labeled, and you need the arms of your angles labeled. And the way that we write which angle we're talking about is by having one of the arms labeled first, then the vertex, then the other arm. So this angle would be BAC. And do you see this symbol here? That symbol means angle. So now I can add lots more lines, but I can still tell you which angle I'm referring to. So this angle is BDE. This angle, even though B and D are the same, F is over here on this part of this arm. So I'm referring to that angle rather than this one. Okay? Now I can also call this angle EDB. So this angle can be BDE or EDB. It doesn't matter. I just have to have the vertex in the middle. Now in this diagram, there's still some angles I can't label. I can't label this angle here. I would need more information. I would need a letter for this vertex and a letter for this arm. Okay? But I can label these angles there and there. Okay? Now, remember when you're doing this, usually when we label the arms of our angles, we put the letter right at the very end. So this arm is arm B, not D. D is actually referring to the vertex right there. Have a look at this picture. There's lots of angles in this picture, and you can tell that it would be very difficult for me to tell you which specific angle I'm talking about. These pictures, these angle pictures, are done by an American artist named Frank Stella, and he produced an amazing series of artworks called the Protractor series, using the shapes of protractors, lines, and angles. You're going to be looking at some of his artwork, like this, or replicas of his artwork, to answer some mathematical reasoning questions today. And the reason I wanted to teach you about the naming conventions for angles is because in your assignment today, you're going to be referring to specific angles using their mathematical labels. So for instance, the first question you might be asked today is, the measure of angle ABC is, and then it gives you three options. Well, here I can tell that they're talking about A, B, C, not this angle. This angle would be A, B, D. Okay? So you've got a few questions to answer about using some images like this one here. And then you've also got a game that you can play online. Now, I have provided another video to show you how to play the game if you're having any trouble. So have a look at that if you need any help. Good luck, boys and girls, and don't forget to let me or your teacher know if you have any trouble or need any help. Thank you.